Welcome to Outreach News, our new video newsletter. As we welcome the arrival of spring, we're also celebrating Women's History Month, a time to recognize the leadership, vision, and resilience of the women who help shape our communities and our organization every day. Today, we're proud to highlight some of the hardworking women of Outreach who make a difference through their dedication, compassion, and commitment. At Outreach House 2, located on Outreach's Crooked Hill Road campus in Brentwood, teens ages 12 through 18 are met exactly where they are, with structure, compassion, and a clear path forward. The residential program provides trauma-informed treatment for substance misuse and co-occurring mental health disorders while helping young people rebuild something essential: self-worth. Leading that work is Program Director Catherine Katie McGuire, whose thoughtful leadership shapes the culture of the residents each day.
For our young girls, they, for many in recovery, a large part of their history includes trauma. For young girls and young women, a large part of that trauma impacts a lot of their self-esteem, self-worth. I think having grace and giving grace for ourselves is such a large part of how I do what I do in my life, and what I want to offer others, particularly young girls and young women. Recovery and sobriety comes with a lot of exploration, and it can bring a lot of feelings of guilt and shame, which can be very difficult. And being able to give grace to ourselves and teach our residents and the young girls that it's okay to make mistakes. You know, there's not always this need to have this idea of perfection and do it right the first time, and everything has to be prime and pristine, but to allow ourselves to explore and fumble and in that learn and grow is really great. And I tell them often, let's give ourselves grace, because if we can give ourselves grace, move past some of the guilt and shame, we can face some of what it is we're working on, some of our shortcomings, and allow ourselves to learn and tend to that need and grow from it.
Last December, Outreach proudly cut the ribbon on its newest program at the 400 Crooked Hill Road campus in Brentwood. The Young Adult Residence, the first residential treatment program on Long Island designed specifically the transitional age group of 18 to 25 years old. In February, the residence began welcoming its first clients, marking an important milestone not only for Outreach, but for young adults navigating one of the most vulnerable and transformative stages of life. The Young Adult Residence is led by Program Director Emily Murray, whose thoughtful, trauma-informed leadership reflects the evolving needs of the young women and men the program serves.
This age group has unique needs. They're young adults trying to find their way. So we're able to kind of cater to that. Some of them have family involvement that we're able to incorporate into their treatment plans. Others are going to be out on their own. Being able to meet these clients where they're at, again, whether they have that family involvement that we can incorporate into their treatment planning, whether it's those young adults that are going to go out and live on their own, giving them those life skills that they need at this age is very critical. This is a time where they are focusing on their recovery as well as their future. Yeah. So we're able to do that simultaneously through having both rehab and reintegration. And I think that's key across now all of our programs. Yeah. And I do think that that's one of the really powerful things that we have to offer. And that works as well, especially for somebody who may not be ready to go there yet and dig into it. We have these tools to work around it.
To hear more, click the link in the description to subscribe to our newsletter. A woman arrives exhausted, guarded, unsure what comes next. Before paperwork, before schedules, before treatment plans, she is met with something simpler: belonging. That's the first thing we do, says Program Director Stephanie Laureano. Whatever we're doing, the first time a person comes through that door, we embrace them. We tell them they're home. We've been waiting for them.
So we are a dual program. We are a reintegration and a rehab program. We just recently opened the rehab portion. What makes this program unique, because it's catered for women, and their recovery journey. I always say their story is life. Because, and I would say, and don't be selfish to share it, you know, because it's so powerful and it's life.
Yeah.
Always remember, don't think that, you know, you're not defined of what you did and stuff. You understand?
Yeah.
It's really where you at right now and how you're going to move forward. But I have to say this,
Yeah.
it's a team.
Yeah.
And I have to say this, that I don't carry this myself.
Yes.
And I say that humbly. It's them.
Yeah.
It really is them, because they come in here, I'm telling you, when you see them, they get angry. They're going through all these things, and to see the transformation.
Yeah.
In the end, it's like, who is this person?
Yeah.
You know, like, who are you? And sometimes I jokingly, when they leave, I'm like, I think we had a switcheroo or something, because you're not who you are. And they love that. But most importantly, I make sure, and I tell staff, if they're there, we need to sit and have lunch with them. I make sure that on my late nights, I have dinner with them. Mm-hmm. You know, I have lunch with them when I can. You know, so I don't lead from an office.
Right.
I'm leading from the floor, right? So they see me as part of a lateral work group, right? So it's not, you know, we have the definition by trades and stuff, but they see me as one of them and investing just as much in their recovery.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for Outreach News. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future.